Will my treatment plant or septic tank smell?
Oh, okay. With this, I think it's important to understand that a treatment plant is a working biological environment where we've got microorganisms in the tank doing the work of breaking down the incoming foul water. With that in mind, we want those bacteria to be working as efficiently as possible. So the idea with a treatment plant certainly is to improve that environment for them by increasing the oxygen levels so they can work more efficiently. Now, if we've got a good working treatment plant, we are happy that there will be very little smells coming from the tank. We would encourage customers to incorporate ventilation in the system. Basically, we would have a vent just after the tank, and then normally a vent going up to a soil stack on the side of a property or a building. So if any air, smells were produced, that would then be lifted away just through to air pressure and the direction of flow. Where you may experience smells is if we have things going wrong inside the treatment plants. When I say things going wrong, there might be things introduced into the tank, non-biodegradable items like wet wipes or plastic, for example. Generally want to keep those things away from the tank and the system components. This is basically applicable to any wastewater treatment system. The other thing that you may experience, which is kind of more in line with septic tanks as well, is sudden changes in the environment for that biological environment. So if you were to get the septic tank or treatment plant emptied, for example, you're drastically changing the conditions inside the treatment plant. And in doing so, whilst the treatment plant recovers after that change, you may get a smell for a certain period of time. With the incorporation of ventilation system, of course, that will help. Do I want to say anything more on top of that? I think there is potentially also an argument for changing the environment in terms of chemicals. So if you were to have lots of bleach, for example, or if you were to do a certain amount of washing loads, so what you use your washing machine for a lot of times in one day. So if you were to, for example, not use your washing machine for 5 days in a row, you then got 4 or 5 loads of washing to do, and then you do all it on one day. We're introducing quite a lot of water, quite a lot of soap into the tank all in one go. The bacteria don't like that sudden change of conditions, and you may get a smell produced because of that. So it's just an idea, if you do have a treatment plant in general, is just to try and space out so you've not got these sudden changes within the inside the tank, just to help along with the biological environment. So that would be, I think, my general comments on that one.
So with any cleaning activities, it's just ensure to space it out, because the actual chemicals they use could actually kill off the bacteria naturally that are breaking down the solids inside the tank.
Yes, basically the bacteria will get accustomed to certain amounts of toiletries, chemicals coming into the tank. So if you do that once or twice a day, the bacteria will get used to that and they'll work fine. So if you were just basically to have a sudden flush of stuff coming in, you may see this more kind of on a holiday home. Whereas if you've got, if you rent out your property, for example, you then have someone come and stay, a family come and stay for 7 days. You've then got to wash all those bed linens and stuff. If you then do all of that over a day or a 6-hour period, that is going to be that sudden change in the biological environment, which may not help. So that's just something to bear in mind, that if you were to do a lot of laundry, for example, just for an example, in one day, you may get some smells being produced from the treatment plant. Again, as I said right at the beginning, if you have ventilation and stuff in place, that'll help remove the smells away from the tank and to a place where it isn't going to be noticed by the people living in the property.
Perfect. So as long as it's vented properly, there shouldn't be a smell or minimal smells.
Yeah, minimal smells, yeah.